What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Nikki here, and in today's video I want to talk a little bit about the best industries to invest in 2021, and you already know the drill, so let's get it.
Ooh, big bag. You not talking money, you can miss me with the chit chat. I'm not with the rah-rah or the riff.
Alright, you guys, so it is no secret that 2020 was a hell of a year, and a lot of industries, a lot of sectors within the market got absolutely slapped. Some got extremely more slapped than others. But I do think it may be a good time to start adding some positions to your long-term portfolio within these industries, because we have the vaccine rolling out, we have people returning to work, people doing things more safely, people trying to get back to those pre-COVID times. And as long as we don't stay locked inside much longer, I think 2021 and early 2022 is when all of these are going to maybe not fully recover, but get very close to where we were pre-COVID, unless you're like me and you live in California where you can't go outside probably ever again. So let's go ahead, let's get into the first and kind of second industry that I think have some really good opportunities. So that's gonna be travel and airlines, and this should be like no surprise at all whatsoever, but there are a few stocks specifically I do have on my watch list to kind of see where we're at. I'm thinking about pulling the trigger. I have two in the travel kind of leisure, like hospitality industry, and then I have two for airlines. And the first one is going to be Marriott. Marriott did pay a dividend prior to the pandemic. They cut it back after their last payment in March of 2020, but they are one of the biggest hospitality companies, and I think they are going to bring that dividend back. If they can bring that dividend back, I'm all in. I'm probably gonna be in prior to that, but not too much until they bring that back and I start to get that cash flow coming in. But Marriott is definitely a high one on my list. Now this next one has continued to pay its dividend through 2020, which is a really good sign that it is a priority of theirs to consistently pay this dividend for their shareholders, but I also can't really pronounce it. It's hard for me to say. I think it's Wyndham? It's not Windham, like freaking animal. Wyndham? Okay, I think you guys get what I'm saying. Ticker WH. Let's go ahead, let's chat about airlines right now. Now airlines, ooh, they racked up hella debt. They got slapped, to say the least. But I do believe that by early 2022, God, that's weird to say. Say it out loud right now at your computer. Literally 2022. I don't really like it. It doesn't gotta flow like that. But I do think your girl doesn't fly, but y'all gonna go back to your jet setting ways, you know, traveling around like millennials do, sipping on Mai Tais and Bora Bora at those huts over the water. I've seen y'all. I've seen it. To each their own. But I do have two airline stocks heavily on my radar, and the first one is Alaska Airlines. And yes, both of these airline stocks did cut their dividend back after they paid out in March of 2020 or April of 2020, but in 2020. And yes, that sucks, but I do think eventually they will bring it back. And I really like Alaska Airlines, and I feel like they may be able to bring it back sooner because they have one of the strongest balance sheets in the airline industry. For example, they only have, like, this is a small number, but they only have $550 million of debt, my God, versus their $4.3 billion with a B of book equity. And they also have not burned through as much cash as their competitors in the airlines. For example, in September of 2020, they trashed about $117 million, which is mind-blowing to me, but to them I guess it's not a lot, versus their competitors who spent about $150 million of cash and just went through it like that. So I definitely want their dividend to come back. I think if their dividend came back, I would be in love with this company, but right now I just have a crush. Ew. And the second airline I am looking at here, that did cut its dividend. I mean, a lot of companies did, but that is going to be Southwest Airlines. I'll say it again, hopefully they can bring it back, but I do love Southwest. When your girl was not paralyzed by fear of flying, I did take Southwest a lot, and JetBlue and United, and I flew a lot because Division 1 sports, who fly a lot, let's just say that. But also just up and down to California, I took Southwest every time. It's easy, it's convenient, it's cheap, it's very consumer friendly, and I really like that about that airline, specifically when I had been on other airlines. So the next two kind of industries I really want to focus on is energy and financials, and it's no secret that those have gotten beat the hell down from 2020. And you may already know that I have on my channel a few videos already about like clean energy stocks, renewable energy, and just that kind of shift and focus of our world, and at least in America right now, and how I think it is shifting that way, and it will be very important, and you may want to try to invest in some of those companies now. But stocks. Realistically, big oil, gas companies, energy companies in the next 20 years, I just don't think it's realistic to see them just absolutely go to shit. And the big ones can adapt, okay? If you're big, you're a behemoth, you're not just gonna run out of time, run out of space, run out of influence, if you will, I guess. You're just not, they're going to adapt. A lot of companies like Duke Energy already is. A lot of them are kind of shifting their focus to more carbon free by like 2050. I mean, they're already trying to take those baby steps. So I think if you can get into some good names, they can also adapt down the road. With that being said, this first one, a lot of you actually may disagree with me, and that's cool, but I've had my eye on him for a very long time. And that one's going to be Chevron, ticker CVX. They're a beast, they're a behemoth. They've kept their dividend. They've been prioritizing that dividend to their shareholders, which I love. I just don't feel like you can just go wrong with a blue chip company like that. Even in kind of the shifting market idea we're having, it's still safe for a minimum of 10, 20, maybe even 30 years. But like I said, they can also just adapt. And then there's financials. You guys already know I own a decent amount of financials. I love Citigroup, Discover, JPM, American Express. But this one I've never actually talked about before, and I really do like it. And that one's going to be Home Street Inc., ticker HMST. I really like this one, and to be completely honest with you guys, I'm probably going to be buying into it like tomorrow or the next day, unless you're actually watching this on the day I upload it, which is gonna be a Saturday, so that sounded weird. But on January 29th, they just declared that they're raising their quarterly dividend per share to 25 cents per share from the prior 15 cents that it was. We like that. They do mortgages, commercial real estate funding, loans, other just financial services, and they have 67 offices on the West Coast and in Hawaii. The dividend is 1.65%, and they have had, and their core net income has jumped 112% year after year. And granted, I do believe that a lot of that probably came from refinancing with these lower interest rates. I mean, people are refinancing their properties like nobody's business to get a lower rate, so kind of makes sense. But overall, over picture, I do still really like Home Street. And that's really all I'm gonna say about them, because I don't want to be standing here and talking for 30, 40, 50 minutes. Nobody would watch a 40-minute video of mine, I don't believe. I just think we have a great opportunity right now to buy into a lot of good companies that could see some pretty good returns in the year 2021, definitely by 2022. And I'm curious, you guys, what is on your watch list kind of as an industry? Like, where are you focusing? Me personally, I know in my actual portfolio and my diversification, I do not have shit in utilities. So if you have really good utilities or really good materials, please let me know down below in the comments. I need to add some, because I literally have like 0.8% and it's just not, it's not ideal. So please let your girl know. And like always, you guys, if you are this far, could you smash the thumbs up for your girl? It helps the channel so damn much, and you already know the drill with that. And if you are new here and you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing by hitting the NB in the bottom corner or that red subscribe button down underneath the video below. I post 2 videos a week on this channel about investing, stocks, money, finance, real estate, side hustles. I just like making money and having a good ass time. So if you are into that, please join the crew. We would love to have you. And some of y'all, it's that time. If you made it this far, you are the real MVP. Come here, you know I love you. If you are interested in my overall kind of portfolio goals and plans for 2021 with my investing, go ahead and watch this video right here. And you guys always enjoy the journey, whatever your journey is. Always remember to do assess your heart's on fire, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.